What's going on, guys? Today's video, I wanted to chat about this new Admiral Piett. Hopefully I said that right. I'm not good with names in this game, but there was a data mine recently about the character model for this character, Admiral Piett. So before we go into that, though, I wanted to start us off. We'll get some footage of, not really footage, but some gameplay of some ships, because you guys all love ships, right? But I want to talk this out and think of it in a different aspect. I don't know what everybody else has been talking about this character in particular, with how he's going to be released or whatever like that. But we'll go into my thoughts here in a little bit. Let me go and place some droids in here, some hyenas, some vultures. We'll get some geos in here. So this is actually a good little starter here, because this is kind of be about a little bit more ship stuff, I guess you could say. So we already have the Executrix in the game, right? And that's with the Mr. Tarkin, right? Tarkin's ship is not that great at the moment, and when we're talking about other capital ships in the game, I think we do need some more Empire. I know we already have two, but I don't think it's that far-fetched to like get another one. And I think this Piett guy could be just perfect for that scenario. I do think that this whole Empire fleet will be very, very good here in a little bit, because we already got the TIE Bomber. We got this new reworked Vader with some more Zetas, which does, impact the crew member and make his ship as a whole very, very strong. And then we have some other guys built in as well. So I do think that we will not be getting a rework, Executrix or Thrawn's capital ship. What's it? I don't even know. The Chimera. I think we're gonna get a whole new one. So let me just kind of go about here. I'm going to put this one on auto after we get the kill and Anakin, of course. So yeah, here we go. Get the kill and Anakin, and there we go. So yeah, guys, I think that this whole thing, we'll go swap over to the actual image itself, right? But this whole thing, you can see here, I was kind of looking at the differences between the Executrix and the Executor, because this one is the one that Piett did command. It says here that Battle of Endor and Hoth as well, so like episodes 5 and 6, and then you got the Executrix. That's the one where it's Tarkin. So this is the image that we got from the data mine not too long ago. This is Admiral Piett. So I didn't really know about him too much of like really what his whole place in the game, or in Star Wars, I guess you could say, is. But if you go and type it in, like really what he was there about in Star Wars, like really what he did, it doesn't make too much sense to have him be added in as an Imperial trooper, because this is all like naval forces, and naval forces is of course in space with like all the other ships. So I don't think this will be just an Imperial trooper, but I would like it to be, but I just don't think it would be, because it's just like a bunch of ship content right here. But yeah, you can keep on reading all this. I don't want to read all of it, but he's pretty much just like the commander of this during the Galactic Civil War, Battle of Hoth, first officer in the Dreadnought Executor, all of that kind of leading up to some more, I would say, some ship stuff. I don't think this guy is going to be, I don't see him being an Imperial trooper. It just doesn't seem right to me. He's not really on the ground. He's more of on the space type of dude. Same with like the Tarkin guy. He's up in space. He has no synergy with the troopers whatsoever. So I just don't see that happening. But with this guy, I can definitely see it happening for sure. But you can see here, this is just a character model. It's not going to be, really, at the moment, actually, we don't really know what this will be, released as. We don't know that at all, because this is just a character model. You can see this is the Imperial Super Commando right here in the bottom right with his ship. But this is just the model for this new Piett guy. So my thoughts on this, here's my thoughts on this. We're this far into the video. My thoughts here are, I think we're going to get a new capital ship, a new Empire one. This guy is probably going to be leading it, and I think he will be very tied closely with some new content coming down. I know we just had the Galactic Challenge, but I think there's going to be some new ships, and leading up to some ship raid down the line. I know they actually paused the raids to release these Galactic Challenges, but I wouldn't be surprised if they actually had something to give us with ships. Also, my other thoughts here are having him be very closely related and tied in with the new Vader, but at the same time, I feel like the Vader is very, very strong, and I don't really know if that's the best way to go about it for this character, because Vader with EP are so strong, those duos, and tossing whoever else you want as the third, fourth, and fifth for that whole team. Adding him in and having him very, very closely tied in with Vader, I feel like it's going to be very overkill, and will toss around a lot of the Galactic Legends at the moment with Kylo and Rey. So I don't know if that's going to be the case for how he's going to be used. I think he's going to be very, very tied with a separate type of team I know we're going to have the troopers. We already have this Vader team, but now we might have a third variation of a team like this. Maybe using kind of like we had the Mon Mothma, you know, using these new Rebel fighters, giving us a new tag. What if we got a new tag for these Imperials and having them more of like a different set of faction tag, like a sub-faction, I guess you could say. Like we have the Imperial Troopers, now we have the Rebel Fighters. Like, what if we got something along the lines of some ship stuff, having them kind of work together in that kind of aspect of it? Because he is an officer, you know, he's going to be a support character, unless he's somehow anything else. I don't see him being that. I think he's going to be support for sure. But yeah, he's the other angle of it all. So my huge thoughts here, I think we could be getting some more ship content, and it kind of makes sense because so we just got the Y-Wing, the Rebel Y-Wing, and also the TIE Bomber, and then we got a little lull in ship content, which now is a bunch of, I guess, same kind of Empire and Rebels with Luke and this Vader rework, and of course Mon Mothma and the Chupio. I wouldn't put it past them if they want to give us some more ship content, getting us back on track for some more ship content, potentially some new ship stuff coming here down the line. I don't know if it's going to be tied in with the Galactic Challenges or not, but I would be all for it. I think that this new Galactic Challenge mode can be really fun mode, but at the moment the rewards suck. I just talked about this in my last video. But my thoughts here, I think we're going to probably get some more ship content with this guy being a very, very good capital ship guy, one of the leaders over at Capital Ship regarding some new Empire. Leading up to something for the future. I don't know what it could be. I don't think this guy is going to just be tossed in as like a, you know, random enemy you're going to have to fight in your challenges. I think this guy will be actually a playable character, and he will be pretty impactful, I would say, for like the most part. And then after we get this guy released, I can definitely see some more Empire with the release of the new Mandalorian Season 2, being the Moff Gideon, and also some new troopers. That would be probably the tying in part with the whole Imperial Trooper faction in this game, and then having this guy be separated with more of the ship aspect of things. Those are my thoughts right there. If you guys think otherwise, you guys got to let me know down below. I would just really like, personally, I would really like it if we got some more ships, because I know ships, by the way, we won this, by the way, on auto. I love the Malevolence, guys. I really love it. But personally, I would just love to see just some more ship content, but have it in a little bit more of a fun aspect of it, because just doing your fleet arenas is not that fun all the time. I do think we'll need something to bump up this mode, make it a lot more enjoyable for the majority of people, because now going into the ships, just for a second, we got Empire, and Empire is actually I would say is a, you know, it's not that small of a faction. This is a good, decent size of faction for ships. We got the TIE Reaper, we got the Gauntlet, we got the TIE Bomber, the new one we just got, the TIE Fighter, the Shuttle, and Vader. I mean, there's a lot of ships here. I would not put it past them if they want to give us another one. But now, at the other, thinking of this, now I'm just thinking about it, we already have 2 capital ships. Adding a third one with Piett being that guy, that might be a bit overkill, because with all the other capital ships that we do have, you know, that would mean 3 out of, like, what is this? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then having 3 of those being, it'd be actually 9 with this new one if that is a thing. That'd be 3 out of the 9 that would be Empire. That's kind of overkill, I would say, for me. I don't know. I could be wrong, though. I would definitely be for it. I just don't know if that's going to be the case here. But at the same time, you know, looking at these other factions with the capital ships, I do feel like there's a lot more people needed in other aspects of these ships. But I can definitely see them making this new Piett guy being needed for some really crazy, there goes my phone, with a really crazy new fleet regarding the TIE Bomber, the TIE Advance, the Shuttle, all these sort of things, and making him lead up to something really big coming on the line. And maybe they want to have that tying in with having these other capital ships close to max and make us some new requirements or some rewards. I do really believe that sometime, you know, down the line, I'm not sure if it's going to be this year or not, but I do believe that we will be getting some new event based around the ships in this game, whether it be a whole new legendary or GL, or whether it be a new ship raid. I think we're going to get something big, and I think this guy, this new Piett guy, will be coming in. He'll probably be something with the ships, in my opinion, and he'll be a pretty good support for the Empire team and the whole faction itself. He's not going to be in the Trooper faction. I just don't see it happening, in my opinion, from what I've read about him. But at the same time, I don't know much about Star Wars, so what do I know about this character? You know, I don't know. But that's my thoughts on this all. I would love to see some more Empire love all around the table, ships, characters, anything like that. I'm all for it. We just got 2 new marquees, which were the Chupio and also the Mon Mothma. They did say that there's going to be 3 in total, so this guy could definitely fit that that little spot in there for being the third marquee character that we're going to be getting from the data mine a little bit ago. So I think it's going to be in the works for having it be a new Empire being this guy. And then afterwards, you know, we talk in like, you know, a couple months down the line, we'll get some more Mandalorian content with some more Moff Gideons, some more troopers, and maybe even leading up to some cool Baby Yoda legendary or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. Some more talk about Piett, some of my thoughts on this, what I think it's going to be. I think it's pretty straightforward for my thinking. I don't think it's too crazy off about like what it could be. Maybe the capital ship is a little bit too much, but I do think he'll probably be a big component of some new ship content coming down the line. But that's just my thoughts. What do you guys think down below in the comments? And also, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like, share it around, and sub to the channel if you guys are new here. We got lots of content coming our way. I think, you know, challenges is not that great of rewards, but I do think they're going to structure it differently. Hopefully, we'll have to see, fingers crossed. But other than that, we do have daily videos. We do stream our GACs. Go check it out, guys, all in the channel description. And also, we got Patreon and Discord. Go check them out, guys. And until next time, I will see you all later. Peace out and have a good one.